entertainment news and Rick's reviews. 17's entertainment expert Rick Bentley joins us in studio with his review of The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. What a title.
What a title. You know, when I was a print journalist, you loved those titles because it gave you a lot of words.
Yes.
And you were like, I'm half done already.
Yes.
So it's an interesting name, though, because by nature, warfare is ungentlemanly.
Yes.
I mean, but in this case, the film is based on a true story. It's documents from Winston Churchill that were released in 2016 that talked about this group of misfits that did an off-the-books mission to stop the Nazis. Now, you got to remember, it's a British group. So the gentlemanly part comes around. It's like, oh, sorry, chap. I'm afraid I'm going to need to shoot you in the head.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's not that. It's Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
And Guy Ritchie's known for his violence and his movies. But in this case, it's a war movie.
Yeah.
But it's also a fun movie. It's really kind of a romp. What I compared it to is, it starts out almost like a Mission Impossible, where the main major in charge, who's taken out of prison so he can do this mission, played by Henry Cavill, puts together a team of a diver and a bomb expert and a femme fatale to go into this base. What it is they need to go to this base in in Africa, that is the stock place for all the U-boats.
Okay.
And the Americans won't get into the war. And this is all based on a true story until these U-boats are stopped, because every time the Americans try to send ships across, the U-boats are sinking them. And so they must stop this to get the Americans to get into the war. The film is fun. It's very bloody. But again, it's one of those films that's just, Ritchie early in his career was very blue collar. Everything was, the violence was really tough and gritty and dirty. And I think he learned with Man from U.N.C.L.E. and Sherlock Holmes on how to blend sort of a more sophisticated look to violence. It's still very, I want people to know it's rated R for a reason. So don't, because I say it's fun and there's some light moments, Cavill is great in it. And I also want to say that this is the film that should tell people Henry Cavill should play James Bond.
Right, I agree.
He's rugged. He's also, very suave, very charming. He's got a very dry humor to him. He really is the first actor I've seen since Sean Connery that has those elements. Interesting thing about the war, Ian Fleming was part of Winston Churchill's group, the author of the James Bond books.
Yes.
And it's said that this character that Cavill plays in the movie is what Fleming based Bond on. So there's this sort of cycle of everything. So I'm pushing for Henry Cavill to be the next James Bond. But again, they've gone with a more grittier, tougher Bond. I don't know if that's what they want, but if they ever go back to the days of Sean Connery, Cavill should do it.
I agree. I mean, he's a great Superman, but I've always seen that Bond out of him.
Yeah, and Argyle, the movie that I ripped apart and I hated so much, he's in the beginning of that, but he plays this sort of bondish character. And I said at that moment, I mean, sorry for the use of the word bondage, there should be a hyphen in there. It reminded me there. This is it, and now this sort of fortifies it even more.
And so I like that. My husband enjoys World War II history, enjoys Guy Ritchie movies, enjoys that kind of Bond, all of the special agent, secret operative kind of filming that the Brits do so well. So this is the movie for him, you're saying?
It is. Ritchie has a couple points where he sort of slows the film down, and I wish he could have edited a little bit tighter. But beyond that, it works for me. It's fun. I mean, and again, we know it's based on a true story because at the end we get to see the photos of the real people and where their careers went with them. Now, what happened? All the conversations and all that. That's what you make up for a movie. But we know it's based on a true story, and I like that.
I think that's cool. And so is this worth seeing on the big screen this weekend?
It is. It's fun to see on the big screen. But if you don't, it would work, I think, just as well in your home.
Okay.
But if you're looking for something to do, although it's going to be nice, I think nicer weather. Who knows? But if you go, I'm giving it a B+.
I was going to say, what's your grade?
I really enjoyed this movie. It is fun.
Well, I'm glad we have something good to review. Thank you so much,
Me too.
Rick.
Thank you.
We've been waiting for a really good movie.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. We'll be